All right, all right. Well, I'm out here, and it's awfully slow around here. So I'm just tackling little projects here and there, and I decided I'm going to start cleaning up around here a little bit and try to get everything organized while it's slow. And one thing that always pops up, and I guess this is a good time to do it, for any kind of mechanic, or if you're working on engines, you always run into some oil spills, right? And everybody has, I'm sure everybody has their own way of, cleaning up oil and getting rid of the oil stains and all that stuff. Well, let me show you what I do. Yeah, so we always run into that problem, right? When you're working on engines or, doing any kind of mechanic work, you're always going to have some oil spills, or could be transmission fluid, brake fluid, hydraulic fluid, anything like that. You're going to always run into some spills, right? And everybody has their way of, cleaning up the oil and trying to get rid of the oil stains. And because when it gets on your garage floor, concrete is porous, right? So when it spills on there, if you don't get it up right away, it seeps down in there. And it's kind of hard to get rid of the stains. You can get the oil up, and it's kind of hard to get rid of the stains. And I guess that's true unless your floor has, some kind of coating on it, right? If there's a coating on it, that's great. The oil and all that stuff will come up really quick. But let me show you what I use. What you got there? Oh, you got me something, huh? Look at that. Yes, sure. Thank you, I think. Alright, we'll have to clean that up, huh? So you can see back here in the corner, I'd already spread some out. And what I use, by the way, is kitty litter. For a 25-pound bag, that was like $3.50, right? And what does it say? Improved calcined clay formulation. 100% clay. And there's a lot of stuff out there it's meant specifically for oil, or they market it that way anyway. It could be made out of clay like this stuff. Some are made out of some are volcanic ash. What else? Some are made of other natural materials like corn husk or coconut husk, stuff like that. But I just really like to use this kitty litter because it works really well, and it's fairly cheap. If I don't have a towel or on a piece of cardboard underneath everything to catch all the oil, I usually keep my kitty litter handy. So that I'll soak up all the oil. Then we can clean it up. And you can see I had spread it down. Now when I'm brushing it up, you can see it has soaked up a lot of the oil. And where that oil came from, you can see over there, when I empty out my oil pans and all that stuff, I empty them into those empty jugs. And I had a few of them that were just sitting right here, and I left them too long, and they just started to leak, and oil was just all over all this stuff. But you can see the kitty litter it'll soak it up, and it'll help soak it up even from down into the pores of the concrete, right? but you can see it also still leaves a stain. So after you spread the kitty litter down, let it soak up all it can. It's been sitting there for a couple of days, I guess, and I scoop it up and then put another light layer on it, and that'll help get it all out of the pores. And then to get rid of the stain itself, I like to use like dishwashing detergent. What's the good stuff? Dawn. And because it really breaks up oil, and and I dilute it, and you can spread it on there, and it'll help get all the stain off, and you can power wash it out, or just rinse it off, or whatever. If you use something that has some bleach on it or something, well, where you clean it up is actually going to be wider than the rest of the your floor. So be sure to be ready to clean the whole floor, right? If you want it all even. But you can also use laundry detergent and spread some of that down, the granular stuff, and then scrub it back and forth with a broom or whatever. But that'll get rid of the stains. But to soak up the oil, for sure, I'm sure a lot of you know that little trick with the kitty litter. But I've seen some guys that it's like, that's a good idea, right? And I hope it is. I hope it is for you, because it does make a mess, but that really, really cleans it up, and you can get rid of oil stains. But I think that's it. I just use some basic household stuff. There is some stuff out there, where like I said, that's made marketed specifically for cleaning up oil and cleaning up oil stains and stuff like that. And they can get kind of pricey, I just get the cheapest stuff I can find. $3.50 for a 25-pound bag of this stuff, when the stuff that's marketed specifically for it, industrial sounding stuff. I mean, this stuff is a quarter of the cost, at least a quarter of the cost, if not, even more. But that's it. Just a quick tip, and show you what I do to soak up oil and get this place cleaned up. It works really well on just about every fluid that I've tried it with. I guess that is it for this video. Just a quick tip for you. Be sure to like it, subscribe, and watch for my next video.